Hey readers, welcome back to Reading Realm. Again, I have sword earrings today because I'm doing a video similar to the last video that I recorded with sword earrings, which was my video from January 7th, where I talked about the books that I was planning to read this year, and I figured that now's the perfect time to do a video kind of talking about what I have accomplished on that list so far, and at the end, I have 4 more books that I'm adding to my list. So now it's 42 books total for my goal to read for the year, which, if you know The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, 42 is the answer to everything. So, I wrote down a list of all of the books that I was planning to read from my first video, and I'm just going to go over what I've finished and what I'm currently reading. I'm not going to list the ones that I'm not reading currently or that I haven't finished, because those I already talked about in the other video. And also, I still do have some of the books that I mentioned in that video as things that I'd finished before the list of things I needed to read that I haven't posted reviews to yet, so those are still coming. Plus, now I'm adding these 4 new books, which I'll get to at the end. So, the first book, chronologically from the first video that I mentioned that I have finished, is I Could Pee on This, the cat poems book. I have posted that. The review is out for that. Finished reading it. All of that. Storm Thief was the next one, chronologically, that I mentioned that I'm doing something with. I'm reading it. It's currently the book that lives in my backpack, so between classes, I read Storm Thief, and also one of the other ones that I'll get to later is also in my backpack. The Twin, I have finished that book. I have not posted the review to it yet, so that's coming. It's next to me. Cosmos is crunching something in the other room, so there's a little bit of background noise. You Will Be Mine, I have read it. I have posted it on Valentine's Day. And then The Cellar, also by Natasha Preston, I'm currently reading. I think I'm about 3 chapters in so far, not very far yet. I'm reading multiple books at once, which is pretty common for me, but one of them that I had to start reading immediately as soon as I got it is one of the new ones I'm adding to this list. And then Sincerely Your Autistic Child, I'm still reading that. It's in progress. It's taken me a while because, like I mentioned in the other video, I am taking the time to annotate and highlight it for my parents. So I'm reading it less for just reading through quickly, and it's not a plot-driven book as much, so I have to take the time to be like, does this apply to me? And so it's a little slower because of that, and it's also, like I mentioned the first time, it can be a little difficult for me if it brings up stuff that I had as difficult experiences, so it's hard for me to sit down and read it for a long period of time if it starts to make me more emotional. So, The Wanderer is the next book that I have on this list that I have started. I'm not very far in it yet either. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, I have read and reviewed, which was one of the ones that was requested that I do that, so I tried to get that out as fast as possible. Also, now Good Girl, Bad Blood, I have that reviewed and posted as well as Killjoy, the prequel to the trilogy. And I'm currently reading the 3rd book in the trilogy. It's a little hard to read right now, which I'll talk about more when I finish it and do review it. And then Moon Chosen, I have finished, and I'm on to Sun Warrior. I've also reviewed and posted the video for Moon Chosen. But I'm on to Sun Warrior, the second book. I'm currently reading it. It's very good so far, the whole series. I'm really excited. Like I said in the review, the world building is amazing. It's the perfect fantasy escape, especially compared to books that are a little harder to read, like As Good as Dead, the one that I'm kind of struggling with right now. And then, so in total, I have finished reading 7 of the 38 books I had on the list since January 7th, so I feel like that's a pretty good amount for this far in the year, with also dealing with finals and everything else I've been doing academically. And that brings us to the 4 new books that I have added to this list that were not there originally. And I feel like one of these you've probably heard of. I feel like it's all over social media right now. And I feel like it's a little out of place because I've never done a review of any of the other books in this universe before. But I got really excited about this because I didn't hear about it until recently, and when I did, I was like, I have to read this. You may have already guessed what it is. It is Sunrise on the Reaping, which I enjoyed the Hunger Games when they were first coming out. I didn't start reading them immediately when the books became really popular, but I did start reading them around the time the movies were coming out. And then I have read A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes as well, and it was really good, very interesting. I have not reviewed it, but I do want to read this, and I probably will review the others at some point. They're actually not in this house with me right now because they are in storage since I've read them, and the books that I have here with me are mostly books on my to-be-read list that I haven't read already, which kind of leads me to the other books. It is a trilogy, and there is kind of an interesting story to this for me. So, I know this author from another series that she's done, and I absolutely love that series. That series is Caraval. Again, I have not reviewed that, but I want to eventually. But that series, I love it so much. And I gave someone who I'm not going to say their relation to me for confidentiality, but I gave someone that I know the Caraval series, and they really, really loved it. And this past winter, I was holiday shopping, and I found this book, Once Upon a Broken Heart, which is by the same author who did Caraval, Stephanie Garber, and I was like, oh, perfect, this is a great gift for them because they loved Caraval, this is going to be perfect. But I read the first sentence of the synopsis, and it says, Evangeline Fox has always believed in true love and happy endings until she learns that the love of her life will marry another. And this person that I was considering buying this book for before I read that had just been broken up with by a partner she was with for almost a decade. So I saw that and I was like, maybe not the best time to give them this book. But then I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I was like, I need this book because I love Caraval. I really want to read it myself. But at the time I was like, I'm holiday shopping. I don't want to spend a lot getting myself this book when that's not why I'm here. But I do have a deal with my parents and with my own budget that because school is difficult for me, for every class I pass at the end of a quarter, I get to buy myself either a book or a puzzle per class that I pass. And last quarter, I did pass 4 of my classes, and so 3 of the books that I got are this series. So it is Once Upon a Broken Heart, The Ballad of Never After, and A Curse for True Love. And this is the book, as you can see. I bought this, and I was at the store with my mom and sister because we were actually taking my sister prom dress shopping at the same time. And I literally walked out of Barnes & Noble like this. Because I was like, I need this book so badly. I needed to read it. I'd been thinking about it for a couple months. So I immediately started reading it, even though I'm already in the middle of several other books. Also, I need to draw attention to how adorable this bookmark is. It has little tiny mushroom, and then on the front here it's got more mushrooms. I love fun bookmarks. Someday I should make a video of all the fun bookmarks that I have. But this is a little bit of a shorter video because it isn't a full review of the book, but I did just want to come and talk about kind of what I've accomplished so far of my reading list this year. I'm excited to continue making progress on it and get more of the reviews up for books that I finished before I even put books on this list, because there are some here that I still need to record and upload that I finished in 2024 or very early 2025. So I definitely need to do that. But let me know how your reading lists are going this year, or if you have a number goal rather than specific book titles that you were trying to reach this year. How's that going? I hope it's going well, and I hope everyone is reading good books that you enjoy. I did hear from my friend who reads A Good Girl's Guide to Murder that the third one, which is the one I'm struggling with right now, is one of the few books that she has thrown at a wall. So we'll see how that book goes for the rest of it. But that is another of the ones that I'm carrying around with me, and Cosmos is ripping up a empty paper bag in the other room, so there's a lot of crunching happening right now. But that is pretty much this update. I feel like I'll probably do another one around, I'll try to do it maybe around July, because I feel like if I do kind of every quarter of the year kind of an update on what I've read, I will be moving around mid to late June. I have to be out by July 1st. So we'll see amongst the chaos whether I actually get around to doing that. I will try. Also, the other update is I have made a Twitch account that is more for my gaming channel, but I do kind of think it would be fun to chat about books with people from this channel if that's something that you would be interested in. I will link my Twitch channel to this account as well, because I feel like it's fun to have discussions in the comments about books, but it's different than talking to someone in real time about it. So if people want to come hang out with me and chat and talk about books, I would love to talk about books. Particularly, there's a lot of good books that I have not gotten around to doing a full review of, but if they get brought up, I will talk about them. I will talk about Tolkien. I will talk about Beautiful Creatures, Caraval, like I mentioned. There's so many really good series that I have not reviewed here. The Hunger Games, the main trilogy, plus Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes also, and when I finish Sunrise on the Reaping, that too. But yeah, I am definitely looking forward to doing more reviews. The other thing I wanted to address is originally I was trying to do three videos a month just because I thought that would be the most sustainable thing for me as a full-time college student. But I have enough books read that I think I could try to do 4, which I think might be my goal. I do have this one that I have finished, not reviewed yet, and I think it's going to be kind of like I don't want to say filler, but like here's just a short, fun video on not like a full plot type book. Maybe as the 4th video sometimes, and obviously if I'm really busy with finals or something, or this quarter, I'm in my thesis and my capstone, so this quarter is going to be crazy. We'll see what I can do. I'm also going to be moving, like I said, but I will try to post every Saturday if I can. I will for sure meet at least 3 videos a month, but then there might occasionally be a 4th as well. So, if you haven't yet, subscribe so that you will see videos when they do get posted. I should probably go take the bag away from Cosmos because he's just shredding it entirely. But, I'm really excited to be adding these books to my list. I'm also excited that now I have 42 because that's a fun number. Lots of lore behind that number, like I mentioned. And I'm just really excited to keep reading and keep trying to get through my list by the end of the year because I really want to try and actually meet my goal for that. So, once again, let me know how your reading goals are going. Let me know what you're reading if you feel like sharing that as well. And have a nice day and keep reading. Bye!